Oh no. The philosophists, I guess, versus the scientists. And I guess the philosophists are giant ape creatures with stun batons. That sounds like what I'm into. You guys should get real jobs. Cans. That's not a job, man. Just kidding. There's probably somebody in here who works at a cannery. You're doing great. Guess what?
Any progress on that matter we discussed?
Yeah, dude.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I...
Oh.
Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French.
He's so sweary.
It's a all-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn.
What? What's so important about this book?
I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan.
Uh-huh.
I had hoped this book held some of those answers.
Well, maybe you need to find somebody to read French.
I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent. Wasted.
Uh-huh. Speaking of plague-ridden backwaters, I should get going. At least you still have your mission work here to give your life a meaningful purpose.
Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches.
Unemployed, feeble-minded wretches.
Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program.
Mm-hmm.
But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport.
Interesting.
You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself...
There's a lot of possibilities for companions in this game. I wouldn't mind a ship hand.
Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back.
Don't you dare whisper.
I'm pretty handy with a toss-ball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm fairly competent at
Vicar Max might be our boy. That's all part of your vicar training?
Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. And I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field.
You're not sounding very vicarly right now.
Of course. I'm a vicar who is dedicated to his calling.
Mm-hmm.
More dedicated than any other you'll find in this colony. I joined the OSI to help decipher the grand plan.
You mean unified field theory?
I ended up the vicar in a prison due to ignorance and politics.
All right.
Then I came here. Satisfied?
So satisfied. So what about that book?
It's the journal of one of the originators of the Pacifist school of thought, though it would be more than a century before it was perverted into that belief system.
Mm-hmm.
Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan.
What if it's a little bit of
But
each?
Most of that came later. Bakonu had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan.
Homeboy was doing the big dwug.
Most lay people are not aware of this, but we've not discovered any new insights into the plan.
Tags,
for a long,
guns, speech, and hacking.
Time.
Sounds like he's more of a blunt weapon guy.
That we should welcome the truth, no matter where we found it. I had the worse idea to share my thoughts with a superior.
Oh no.
And that's the...
That sounds good.
And it is my...
Vicar Max can now join the party. Vicar Max?
What?
Let's see. Tell me about your story.
Too out of the ordinary.
Violently enthusiastic disposition.
I grew up in a... I was destined to be a laborer like my parents.
I needed to solve the equation.
They internalized the precepts of scientism like no one I've ever known. They had a pure faith.
Oh.
A faith that brought joy to them regardless of the situation.
Very nice.
I envied that. They thought I was fighting the plan. Should have accepted my lot.
Very interesting. If you can't help but follow the plan, then everything you do is part of it, right?
The plan is not one rigid path.
I see.
There are a variety of multitudes contained within it.
I see.
Our paths have variance, but we'll end up adhering to it, whether we like it or not.
It sounds like
Some choices
that's
make
not the
path
case.
smoother, some rougher. You can even go outside the lines, but the further outside you go, it's like an unbreakable elastic band. It will only stretch so far before it snaps back. The further it is stretched, the more violent the eventual correction.
This sounds like the sense in the Elder Scrolls a little bit.
Baconu.
Let's talk to you about this. Pacifist is bullshit.
I've been thinking on that. There's a former infamous philosopher scholar who fled Terra 2 some years ago.
Oh.
He's an expert on Baconu. He's also who told me of the journal's presence in Emerald Vale. If anyone in this colony could translate that book, it would be him.
It sounds like you just spend a lot of time, money, and effort to get a hold of a book that only he can read for him for free, and then let him read it.
That's a good question. We should start on the groundbreaker.
Okay.
Before I transferred to Edgewater, I had a wealth of time to develop certain secular skills during my years serving a...
There's a lot of dialogue I probably should have done with the other characters, but if you want to come with me, you can. I'm not going to do any whatevers. But it seems like they have the... it seems like the companions have a similar thing to the ones that are in... Greedfall, where they have like the ability to interject in a conversation and be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. So maybe I ought to hang out with Vicar Max while we're doing stuff if he's the guy that tries to talk people out of fighting and shit. Here's Ludwig Miller. He's fun. Actually, I think that I can take Parvati to that robot and fix that robot. It said I needed 60 of that engineering skill, right? But I don't think we're anywhere near that. 40 is where I'm at. Clean space! Space! Mm-hmm. It might have been, yeah, it might have been 65.
The repairs.
Hi.
Yeah, so I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than cozy.
What do you think of the ship?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Hey, they're having a discussion with Ada. How about you not invite yourself into conversation? Apparently Ada's the one who actually flies the ship. The ship's computer. It's not intelligent, but it does a good imitation.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or at least ways that's what I read in the trades. I've never been on a real ship before.
That's not true. You are on a real ship now.
I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
You're not simulating it. You're doing it. I asked a question and you answered it.
We also get a Philosopher's Companion so they can debate and we can make epic clickbait YouTube videos. Hell yeah.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a good squint at her, make sure everything's tip-top. But I think we're cooking with plasma torches.
Yay, that sounds real bad.
My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
I have had s'mores made with a blowtorch, so I can fucking dig it. Alright. Well, let's see. How do I adjust the party then? Oh, when you're in the group, when you're in the ship, you can also access the inventory of these guys. So Dad here has a grenade launcher and a hammer, a tossball stick with electricity built into it. Parvati has got a light pistol and an impact hammer. And Vicar Max carries around a sawed-off shotgun and a telescoping staff. Now I wonder if their stuff slowly goes down. They also apparently have their own perk system, which is interesting. So if we wanted to, we could be like, all right, buddy, better health, better threat generated, better persuade. Increases your persuade skill when Felix is in the party. Big win there. Okay. What about Parvati? Bell's health regenerated plus engineering. That's what I need. Okay. And Vicar Max has hack. Yeah, we'll do the bonus hack. So that if I need a hack, I can just come bring somebody back to where we need to go. Felix also has apparently... Oh, I didn't apply that. Okay. So that's how we doing it so far. Let's see. What is this shit? That's fucking with my thingy and showing up in here. The companion ledger. Okay. Yeah. The guy's got a grenade launcher that he throws baseballs out of, or whatever the fuck it is that they play with. So I guess only when I'm on the ship can I do this. Now if I leave the ship, it says who you want to take with you. And I can apparently have up to 2. And apparently there's also 3 more companions. One of them is the lady that we saw at the hospital, and one of them is the robot. So we already have almost all the companions in the game. But I'll take Parvati with me to see if we can get her to fix that fucking robot in order to complete that quest. If we get into a fight, though, it's runaway time. We really don't want our companions to kill people for us. That seems like some shit. But apparently we can also equip them with stuff. Armor and weapons. Give them perks. We can also, yeah, here we go. Distance, close. Mode, passive. Only attacks the companion. Only attacks the targets the companion has been explicitly told to. So that's what we want. We want them to be... passive. In fact, I'll do that to every single one of these guys in order to ensure that they don't do battle. Apparently, I still have Vicar Max with me, which I didn't realize. But sure, you guys can come with me if you want.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
I can also sell stuff to these guys because I have the ability to do so. So you can have this. That seems good. Let's get rid of those. And then anything in here that has to do with... No, fuck it. We'll just leave all that stuff there. We don't need that. Magnum. Definitely a reference to the Nintendo game Gunsmoke. Journal, the robot. That's what we need. Not me too. What do you mean? Of course me too. I've been waiting for this game for like 8 months. How can you avoid spoilers? I can tell you the answer to that, but you're not gonna like it. The best way to avoid spoilers on a brand new game that you're excited about and want to play is to buy it and play it. Oh. He's alive. He's just sleeping. That's the only way. The only way.
Bet I could fix him up smart.
Searching for repair.
I could probably fix that. I mean, if you wanted me to.
Yes. Go ahead.
Yep, I see the problem. His nav mod got dislodged. Must have taken a tumble. Just gotta give it a good push and wait for the click. There we go. Jeremy's good as new. Well, new by Spacer's Choice standards anyhow. His name's Jeremy, by the by.
Navigation systems operational.
Cool.
Optimal path toward repair bay detected. Initiating self-diagnostics.
Parvati, why did you name the mechanical?
On account of I fixed him. And he's Jeremy on account of his helmet. It's like Jeremy, the officer in True Romantic Tales of the Space Guard.
Oh, okay. That's an Aetherwave cereal?
Absolutely. I make a point to watch every Tuesday night. Be more careful out there, Jeremy.
Cool. Good job. They made Jeremy nice and good. Jeremy's the name of your brother. Well, it's also the name of a captain in an Aetherwave serial. Or a romantic officer of some kind. Well, apparently Parvati listens to a lot of that. Because she wants to touchy-touchy. Now, I can assure you that the videos that I watched state that there is no romancing of companions. So you don't need to worry about who it is that you're going to bone.
You okay? Sharp.
All right. So apparently he's got a secret. He's tucked away a secret weapon in Edgewater. Used to be in the event of a mechanical uprising. He's decided to entrust the weapon to you to aid the crusade. The weapon should be in the bathroom of the Edgewater's cantina. So I guess we better complete that. You were hoping that you could bone somebody. It's because they're all down to fuck no matter what. No, that's the way to do it. Hey, somebody remade Titus Andronicus, but with robots. Now it's Titus Androidicus. With Burbage 2000 and the Burbage 3000.
You're doing great, buddy. You're good enough. You're smart enough. Doggone it, people like you.
Cleara, thank you very much for that resub.
You're not a big drinker, are you?
No, I'm not a drinker at all, lady. I gotta get Liquid's bundle, though. Take it. So how you doing? What are you up to, Cleara? We're just completing hell of a quests. So I found the weapon, but I don't know what it is. It ain't no stun baton. I guess we could set it up like that. That way we're not carrying stuff. You're on your lunch break? Shit, I'm gonna have to get myself some lunch at some point during this day. We're gonna do this shit forever. We're never gonna stop playing video games. Not for the rest of forever until we're done with everything forever. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, we've been playing the Outer Worlds. It's good. It's fun. There's a lot of cool stuff to do in it. I mean, it probably would be more expanded in terms of things to do and not to do using certain weapons and that sort of thing if I was doing weapons, but I'm trying my best to complete the game without killing anybody. So far, though, there's been at least a couple of guys that stepped on landmines and they died, so... How do I use this injury customizing unit? Okay. I've already got a passcode. This logic module? Okay, I guess I'm completing all kinds of quests out here. So he gave me the mag to zap shock stick something. What do we got in terms of mods? Okay, so that's for a grip. That's the mag to zap, which is for, whatever. So it's a shock modification for a gun, basically, if we wanted to use it, which we don't. But now we know what it was that he had, that he gave me. And I'll just get rid of that shit. We don't need that stuff. Oh, he gave me a fancy super shock stick thing with a speed grip. A speed grip and a Mr. Ouch. That's fun. I mean, the only reason that we would need these is so that we can stun people, maybe. But we're not going to do that. We're doing our very best. Spacer's Choice are now revering. I guess I'm doing a good job. There's no other quests down here, yeah? Security terminal in the groundbreaker. Get into the medical bay. Acid steeper. What's this all about? We gotta find out where the acid steeper's at and go and get it so we can have the other robot unlocked. Or a robot. I guess Jeremy's not on my team.
Please, would you kindly inform the crew that long chats with Ada are not required every time the captain leaves the ship?
Would I kindly? Sure. Should I do Parvati dialogue here? Nope. I guess I can't. Do whatever. Time you moved on, Parvati. I gotta tell them not to be in my party no more, but I can't do it till after we leave this joint. I'm not gonna reset my stats. We did a good job, though. We fixed Jeremy. But there's probably a lot of things where if I have somebody in my party, it will solve a problem for me. It says that it's on Terra 2, but I think it's because it's on the Roseway landing pad.
Orbit above Roseway, Captain.
Cool. Can I remove companions? Okay. Continue. Don't want to do all these things. Yeah. So we're doing a pacifist run insofar as we can do a pacifist run. And so far I haven't had any problems with it yet. And we're just seeing like how it'll go. What kind of things we got to do to make it work. This place is nice and bright red. I don't see no enemies. But we do get experience for all kinds of shit, like discovering locations and hacking things and passing speech checks and picking locks and completing quests. That's where all of our experience comes from, though. So, yeah. Unfortunately, no XP for hitting landmines. Yeah, seriously. I mean, in New Vegas, you can not only disarm the landmines, but you do get experience for it. In Fallout 4, I don't think you get experience for disarming landmines. You do get experience for disarming traps, though. So far, I haven't seen any traps, just landmines. If I do see one, though, it'll almost certainly be because I hit it with my foot. So let's see. This place doesn't seem to have anybody around here who wants to kill me. There's a workbench. I better go in with my sneak on. Just in case somebody's standing right there and they're going to shoot me. There's a bunch of people in here who are trying to kill me. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm looking for the acid steeper. There's a couple of naughties around here who want to kill me. So I'm going to have to be very stealthy. Marauder Vandal standing right there. Now he's going the other way. I'm scoring parts. Let's see. He's not exactly blocking the door, so we good there. This guy is blocking the door, though. Okay, now he's going this way. And his friend is going that way. Shit. Nope. I just barely didn't get caught there. Whew. I'm just shy of being able to open that thing. Is it because I'm thirsty? I am a little bit thirsty. Okay, hold on. Let's see. I got some water tablets. How about that? Am I capable of Purple Berry Punch? Purple Berry Crunch? Oh, this is the acid steeper that I came to grab. But oh no, it's that thing. Okay, it's in the other room. Yeah, apparently it's dehydrated water. It says that you just add oxygen. So it's deoxygenated water, but it's marketed as dehydrated water. Right? It's really weird, but it's fun. Okay. This uses 5 of those fucking things? Alright, well. In for a penny. I probably could get a key from somebody. There's the acid steeper I came for. Force Phlogisynchrotron pistol. Cool. Untrained personnel must attend site safety seminar S023 before using. Recommend permanent secure storage since there's no whatever. Standard troop armor is pretty good. A plasma carbine, that seems like a good get. I don't see where that thing could be stored though. The fancy thing, the fancy gun. They recommend permanent secure storage for it. There is apparently an upstairs to this place. No, it's not upstairs really. But it's none of these. So, let's see. What if I went this way? Is this where I came from? Okay, what about the other side? There's another door over there. It's just H2, yeah. Don't know how it works. The Drino. There is a secret downstairs location. Okay, so let's keep going on. Okay, so I can keep putting points in here until we get to that point. And then, yeah, we won't worry about this stuff for now. But now I got to put points into these individually. And we're back to this point, trying to figure out what we're going to put point into. Armor durability loss might be nice. Sprint speed would be good. And the carrying capacity would be good. Let's do the sprint speed. If you play Outer Worlds on Game Pass, will you be supporting the devs still? I have no idea. I imagine so.
Processing.
Mechanos. Wait, what is this quest that I'm suddenly sitting on top of? I'm supposed to install the thing. I just gotta leave to do that, but I'm just dicking around in this dude's place. With all these robots. I'm just gathering up ingredients of things to sell and things. I don't think this guy... I don't think either of these guys are being very attentive. It's too bad you can't, like, hack a robot by walking up to him and giving him the old hacky doodle. That would be totally something rad to do. Do we know the contents of the agreements? We do not know those now. Let's see. I'm not sure if there's a good way to go about getting past these guys, or if there's even anything over there that we should be trying to get to. It doesn't appear to be anything over there except for this body of a robot right here, so I guess I'll just boogie on out of here. We already got what we came in here for. Oh, I still have skill points available? Oh, I didn't apply these. Fuck. There we go. Get our stealth nice and high. I mean, it must be an okay deal for them, whatever it is. Otherwise, they wouldn't take it. But whether or not there's like actual money that goes directly to them or whatever, we don't know anything about that.
Huh?
Don't worry about me, man. I'm not your enemy.